Happy Wednesday, y'all. I got a story to tell. This is going to be longer than my 2-minute video because I'm filled with excitement, but we're about to have a conversation is what is about to happen. So today I had an opportunity to visit my local sheriff's office with one of my dear friends and founder of Mahogany Kids Fine Arts Foundation. And we co-led a mental health workshop on self-esteem, affirmations, confidence to the incarcerated youth. Okay. We had an opportunity to meet with 8 boys. They're juveniles ranging from 15 to 17. And it was amazing. They were respectful. They were smart. They were engaging. They were curious. They were excited to see us. They were telling jokes, just being boys, being juveniles. They answered all the questions. They asked for help. And I thought to myself, who failed them? How did they make it into the system? Y'all, I am so passionate about mitigating the preschool to prison pipeline. So when we got ready to come today to the sheriff's office, I almost had chills in my bones because I thought, I wonder what today is going to feel like. I wonder what this experience is going to feel like for me to see these young black and brown boys, the youth here when I come. And I got on campus and the staff were extremely nice and professional and warm and greeting. And the youth were actually excited to see us. But I said, I have a story to tell. We have to talk. And so I'm here to talk about the preschool to prison pipeline. Some call it the preschool to prison nexus, cycle, whatever we want to call it. We're going to define it today. I like to keep things basic, so I'm going to keep this basic today. But the preschool to prison pipeline, it goes back to what we talked about with preschool suspension. Remember, I talked about preschool suspension, whether it's a soft suspension where we're sending you from class to give the child a break or give the teacher a break, or out of school suspension is you got to go home for the rest of the day. It's too much. Then after we've done multiple in-school suspensions or out-of-school suspensions, now we're moving into soft preschool expulsions. So a soft expulsion is when we say, you know what, this is a lot for Lisa. It's too much. We got to shorten her day. So, you know what? Bring her at 10 a.m. because she doesn't transition well in the morning. She doesn't eat breakfast. She comes in. She's digging in the trash can. She's super disruptive and combative. So bring her in at 10, but also pick her up at 12. Pick her up at 12 because remember, we told you Lisa does not nap well. She doesn't get along well with her peers. She's digging in trash cans. She's screaming. She's fighting. Pick her up at 12. So now we've taken an 8-hour day of learning, exploring, playing with our friends, learning social skills, learning how to problem solve, learning how to take turns, learning how to express ourselves. And we've shrunk all that amazing learning down to 2 hours. And the expectation is for Lisa or whatever preschooler to get it, to learn these skills and be okay. So now we've reduced the day and the parents are like, I don't have any sick leave left. I don't have any time off from work. I got to go to my supervisor and try to get permission to leave early just so my child can go to school for 2 hours a day. Okay. So then what happens? The families end up withdrawing Lisa from preschool because now that's a soft expulsion. We've made it so difficult for the family to show up in every way. They have now withdrawn their child from school. That's a soft expulsion. It's an easy way to push out children and families. And then explicitly, a preschool expulsion is when we say we're just not a good fit. We've tried everything. Our teachers are about to quit. We don't have enough staff. We just don't have capacity. So you might want to check out some other preschools or maybe check out some other community resources. This isn't the school for you. That is a preschool expulsion when you remove a preschooler from their learning environment. That is a preschool expulsion. The preschool to prison pipeline starts in preschool when we push out preschoolers, because what happens once they get kicked out of one school, the trend continues from school to school because we haven't taken the time to pause to see the areas we missed, to see the areas to strengthen, to see what the behavior is telling us, right? Communication is a behavior. Behavior is a communication. When I show you something, I'm telling you something, whether it's verbally or non-verbally, right? And so now we're going from preschool to preschool. I carry a lot of shame as a parent, so I'm not going to tell you that we got expelled. And I'm going from another school and another school. So we're getting pushed out and the cycle continues. So now by the time my child gets to kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, there's language loss. There could be developmental delays that we missed and all these gaps in school. Social skills are underdeveloped because we've been pushed out so much. So now I'm going to misbehave because I don't want folks to know I can't read. I'm going to be disruptive because I need attention elsewhere. I'm going to communicate in such a way that's going to distract my peers and let them know I can't comprehend what the expectation is for me to learn. So now the school's fed up. And so now I'm back experiencing suspensions and expulsion in elementary school. So we're still on this pipeline journey. Y'all follow with me. Stay with me. So now we're looking at alternative school. Because you know what? I'm acting out. I'm getting in fights. I can't read. I can't learn. Because in preschool, right, the system somehow failed me. And there wasn't a pause. There wasn't a point to say what's happening to or with this child and family. What is this behavior trying to tell me or show me, right? So now we're in an alternative placement for school. And now we're experiencing absenteeism because I don't want to go. I don't want to go to school, so I'm not going to go. Okay. And then after that, now we've dropped out and now other things happen and I feel safety and belonging in other environments. And now I've landed in the juvenile justice system, you know, taking the alternative route and exploring different options other than going to school where it was supposed to be safe. And now I'm in the juvenile justice system and I'm facing adult charges. Which takes me to today, the youth today. They were amazing. But my heart paused and it ached for them. They were bright, smart, funny, respectful. They were kind, caring, and they were wearing orange and black today. And so my goal is to continue to have this conversation with any and everybody that will listen to me about preschool suspension, preschool expulsion, the preschool to prison pipeline, preschool to prison nexus, whatever we want to call it. But at some point we have to stop and pause and say, what area can we strengthen? What relationship can we repair? How can we show up in a way for families where we're just listening and learning? When we see gaps, how can we explore how to find a solution with families? And also, too, on the family's perspective, too, how can we work with the teachers, right? So it's not just the family's responsibility. It's not just the classroom's responsibility. It is a cohesive experience that should be happening in tandem together. So, y'all, today was amazing. I felt like I can't even really describe it. The joy, being in space with those youth and listening to them laugh. And it was amazing to find the joy they had, even in their circumstances. Even in orange and black, they found joy amongst their brotherhood. And I said, I'm so happy they found belonging in their own ecosystem. So today, if you know anyone that's experiencing preschool suspension or expulsion, or they've experienced multiple suspensions or expulsions, ask them how they're feeling. Ask them how they're doing and just listen. And try to just help them find solutions. Or send them to me. We can problem solve together. But I just had to share this with y'all and define the preschool to prison pipeline and also share the joy I experienced today with the incarcerated youth. And I'm just grateful that I'm walking in my purpose and doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing while I'm here on earth. But I hope that y'all had a wonderful day. I did. Shout out to Kiva, the founder of Mahogany Kids Fine Arts Foundation, for just wanting to pour into the youth that are incarcerated. And they actually painted a beautiful mural last year. And the youth talked about it today. They remember it and they helped paint the mural. So that means they were there last year, y'all. Right? So a lot of work to do, but I feel like that the answer is always in the room. The answer is always in the room. We have the answer. It's just about activating it and finding those solutions. But anyway, have a wonderful day. It is ADHD Awareness and Acceptance Year and Month and all the things. And love on your folks while you're here. Bye. Until tomorrow, I'll be back.